Or did my
I
internet?
can tell I'm lagging because
There we go.
I didn't see a dang thing. What a way to begin a show. Slight technical difficulties, but
Yeah.
it, I know, is it as technical as stop all those?
Did it again.
Up again. Again. Well, we're off to a good start, so we should probably play something then before I completely
Well, I
lose it.
know I should be wary. Still I venture someplace scary. Ghostly haunting, I turn loose.
It's showtime!
If
Oh,
I and or
hi.
Fizz stop lagging. Wow, this is abysmal. I have all of one bar. It's okay. It's probably because we're uploading videos at other places. But that's okay. Because now we are back. Yes, welcome everyone. Hello to Rick. Hello to the Crypto Alchemist as well as the Mighty Mighty Lug. Yes, we are back. But now, Fizz, I have a question for you. I already
Yeah,
answered the first question, but
Hold on,
what is your
yours-
name?
Oh. Biz giggity.
Where? I don't know if that was. I'm going to assume it was me, but what is your name?
You're a still image with sound. It's and you have been for a while, and it's weird. It's funny.
Okay, we'll go back to this. I have no idea if that's going to.
What is not my name? My name is Fizz Giggity. The answer done blown him away.
Okay, so we fixed one sound thing, and then I realized if you're uploading multiple gigabits to YouTube from another computer, that might also affect your bit rate.
Yeah, it definitely would eat some of that bandwidth.
Hey, no. At least we're able to analyze the problem rather than being here. Oh my god, everything is broken. Reality hates me. Therefore, I hate myself. I hate myself. Let me go onto the internet and hate other people to make me hate myself more. I'm just gonna go with it's a bandwidth thingy. See, we're sciencing right now.
Yeah.
Yes, Lug. I am in a temporal universe. What's her name? Giggity. It's Fizz Giggity.
Fizz Giggity.
Okay. So, let's actually get into the show. Fizz, what is your quest?
Well, it's supposed to be to find Luna, the moon goddess.
Yeah.
But I keep taking a bunch of side quests for personal reasons.
When you say for personal reasons, does it have anything to do, pray tell, with, oh, I don't know, maybe tasty snacks or something? Just because I could only imagine.
Yep, that is wow. That is very accurate. I have not gotten to taste all of the tasty snacks in this realm yet. It's a hell of a side quest.
The funny thing is, I put prompts into both the fancier Chat GPT and the less fancy Chat GPT, and the one that spent all the time thinking, it wasn't as good as the normal one, where I'm like, make me a 16:9 picture of Candyland. Of a Candyland, because we wouldn't want to infringe upon any rights. I love that game. I always stacked the deck before. It's like I take the Rainbow Bridge, and then you're almost guaranteed to win. Because I was a cheating little kid. These things happen. But yeah, no. My initial thought was, I'm like, well, Fizz is going to be like for all the snacks.
Yep. Yeah, those are technically side quests, but I want to complete him. So.
Yes. I agree with Rodden. Yes, Fizz's motivation is appetite to the N. So, whatever the appetite is, multiply that by the number of tasty snacks, and yeah, that's probably leading to the distractions. Again, I am not a doctor, biologist, or vet. I'm gonna do it on the internet. Oh, well, Lug was laying out the quest. This quest is to have good health, to meet every friend I've made in this lifetime. I mean, that's a very good goal. And again, Lug, if you do not catch up with the pipes, I will not love you the same way again.
Yeah, you know what Piper did? She dumped her spicy juice all over this desk, and now it's freaking sticky, and it is driving me crazy, and the mouse is sticking, and how am I supposed to game like this?
Welcome, Des. So Fizz, what you're saying is Piper spilt her spicy juice on the counter, and now you have a sticky mouse.
She's on the desk. She spilled it on the desk.
But didn't you say the mouse was sticking?
Yes, and the mouse is sticky. Everything is sticky. We both hate sticky, but I hate it even more when I'm trying to game and I can't because sticky.
Don't worry. If it remains sticky long enough, I'm not a biologist, but Piper will have to deal with her nightmare soon enough. You know what that sticky stuff summons.
She is worried about that, yes.
Yes, Grizz. Sticky mouse. Fetch the mouse cleaner quest. I think I read that comic book at some point. But, yes. All I know is, well, within the scope of the internet and stuff and things, we all have different stuff that we're doing. We all have different things that kind of get our attention. So that got me thinking, also maybe having watched a little bit of Monty Python clips, that whole, it's like, what is your name? What is your quest? And then followed by either with, what is your favorite color, and or what is the capital of Assyria, or an unladen swallow, blah, blah, blah.
Well, what is the land speed of it? Yeah.
I think it's like something like 42 miles per hour or something like that. Maybe that's in kilometers per hour. I mean, I looked at it. You could look it up. There's no reason you should ever know that without some actual random reason too. But it's one of those things that seems to be out there. But yes, it's Piper, like a viper with a P.
Yeah.
But okay, so you're getting a little distracted on your side quest. So you're supposed to find Luna, the moon goddess, who mysteriously left the moon alone and left you in charge, and then you just left the moon and nobody's taking care of the moon except for a couple of tardigrades that are in stasis because somebody crash landed a satellite there. So basically nobody's taking care of the moon right now.
Yeah. There are plenty of celestials that can sort of keep an eye on things, but they really need the correct power in order to do anything major with the moon.
I think I learned this from Sailor Moon. You have certain powers that you need the right one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really watch the series. I just saw some dude like throwing roses around and stuff, and then I'm like, Dragon Ball.
Right? I actually didn't really watch it either, so I couldn't tell you anybody's names or what exactly their power is. But
oh God, I feel so much better about myself. I was here I was. I'm like, oh, Fizz is a gal, or she's hung out with gals and stuff, so she's gonna know about Sailor Moon. She can fill in my knowledge. Valued right there. Yeah, no.
I actually think I probably know more about Dragon Ball, specifically Dragon Ball Z at least, than Sailor Moon. Probably.
Same. No, I mean, I can guarantee that personally, just because it's, I at least watch those episodes. If I haven't watched it, then, hey, it is what it is.
The Dragon Ball Z series, it's just that it's been forever. As for Sailor Moon, all of my information is picked up from actual Sailor Moon fans, and anime discussions in general.
Gotcha. Welcome, Jedi Master, as well as some person we're discussing. What is your quest? What brings you on this internet of stuff and things? Fez is supposed to be finding a runaway moon goddess, but seems to be getting continually distracted by different tasty snacks.
Hey,
Now-
have you ever played a game where the side quests just happen to be like a lot more fun because they're like mini games and stuff? Like, and you're like, I can get to the plot anytime. Yeah.
I mean, personally, I still love the little siege game from Final Fantasy VII. I thought that was awesome. Some people didn't like it, but I'm like, no, flaming barrels, catapults, go, go, go. I don't know. I was really big. Maybe that's why I also like playing a dwarf in Dungeons and Dragons. It's like, let's just build a mighty fortress in a frickin' mountain. Why? Because we can. And strategic fortifications.
I was gonna say that is a great place to build a fortress. I freaking
Yeah, just don't let the dragons take over.
yeah. Don't let them in. Yay.
Don't get too greedy, or at least have proper defenses. That was my criticism of The Hobbit and everything. Why don't we watch it? This is a great idea. This is basically Thursday satirical stuff with my co-host Fizz. We are discussing different stuff and things that may be going on. About a week or two ago, we were talking about new findings from Ariel, one of Uranus's moons.
Yeah, new findings from like,
Yes, new findings from 150 years ago. I mean, it's not like anybody's ever seen something on the internet, create a title, start doing a presentation, and realize the words coming out of my mouth are completely wrong.
Well, that's
So
what
I changed
happens
the
when
title a little bit.
You're doing your
Yeah.
research while doing the presentation. You know, we've all been there in school. Like,
Wait, listen. I have never watched any video from somebody that puts out a lot of videos a day with over 1 million subscribers at one point, going through an article, framing it one way, and when they actually read the article, it's like, oh, there's a little difference. Like, yes, I wait for the videos to give you my real reaction. And I'm like, that's probably the biggest hawk of crap I've ever heard, but that's fair. You at least addressed it. It's my thing is, hey, we all make mistakes. It's just how you handle them. That's what defines us. That's the thing. Hey, you mess up and just make it right. That's all it is. It's a lot of times people, they're like, oh, I can't make a mistake. Why? Because then I would admit I was wrong, and then people are gonna say I was wrong, but they're already doing this. It's like, I don't know about you, but when the online stopped being fun, I would usually just log off and go do something else.
right?
Some people may not have a choice in that. It's you hear the term terminally online, and people will throw that around. The thing is, like, that is legitimately true for some people. Some people are legitimately terminally online, not necessarily even that might be their only real outlet because they might be disabled or something. That's something we don't always factor in.
There's also people that if basically being online is their job, then they're going to be exposed to all of online all the time. For that reason too.
Yeah, no, some of the content creators I'll follow with stuff that put out stuff. It's like, yeah, I don't feel like, or some of like the larger like science channels, at least personally, they do like a lot of video content. And it does all okay, but if you're trying to grow and stuff, like a lot of the actual like money that helps sustain people that do it for a job comes from live streaming, and the thing is, live streaming can be pretty wild. But if you're tuned for that, like somebody like Piper, who a bunch of folks can randomly come in and start trolling, and she just laughs at them and stuff because she's been on the internet for a while. Some folks can deal with it. Other folks maybe a little bit more introverted, even online, and maybe they don't take it as well. And yeah, it makes me sad, but it's like, It depends. Sometimes, like, I know Neil deGrasse Tyson. He has his buddy there that's a comedian and stuff. So it's like, all right, you're able to kind of, you can take something that might be sciencey and just have a random comedian be like, "What the hell did you just say?" And then just be like, "Whoa!" So it's fun.
The internet is still like the Wild West out there. might be a little more modern, so everything's a little more sleek. There's definitely a lot more rules and ways to enforce them. But at least, especially when it comes to streaming, there's still the Wild West feel out there. And you humans need to keep that, actually. The more you kill that, the more you kill a lot of creativity too.
Yeah. Wait, it's not like we're just gonna release LLM agents to do our own building and just completely just rehash the internet with just some more words, and then everything ends up sounding kind of the same, and you're like, all right, worth it? I don't know. A singing career? No, I'm not a singer. See, Fizz is a singer. She's actually done singing here on her channel, on the YouTubes, and occasionally on the Twitters and stuff like that. So.
Yep. Piper does some too. She can do more serious stuff than I do.
Oh, I actually have one of Piper's things. Should we watch it?
No, we should not. We should not. That is not a good example at all. No.
That was so beautiful, though. I mean, it's like
No.
there's someone is promoting our book for hours and everything, and then is literally dressed up as the Little Mermaid and is basically already in the tank and can't get things to sync up. So it's like, all right, well, let's not even do this for a backing track.
Oh man.
It was so much fun. Now, what are we talking about here, folks? Okay, so we don't need to play the whole thing, but just for reference, our friend Piper here, yes,
with crazy eyes in the freaking guy.
It's fitting. I'll make them all beg me for their lives. Hold on.
No, my goodness.
Y'all ready?
No.
Look at this gear, isn't it neat? 10,000 rounds till my mission's complete. Wouldn't you think I'm the man?
No, just leave it.
Watching me. Look at this crate, isn't it great? How many weapons can I confiscate? Looking around me, you think, yes, you'll kill everything. I've got bullets and shells at the ready. I've got purpose and pretty.
This was originally written in like one day.
You want TNA?
Yeah.
I've got plenty. But who cares? No big deal. I want more.
Oh God.
That is just I'm like, all right, number one, she is well into being white girl wasted. Number one. All right. Number two, just the eyes. As somebody, people think there's a number of reasons why I wear sunglasses. It's literally because I have frickin' crazy eyes. So that's, I know, I literally was at a job. They were putting together a commercial and everything. And they're like, well, we were going to introduce you. You were enthusiastic, but you were doing this thing with your eyes. And I'm like, oh, it's the same thing I did when I was interviewing Andrew Yang. And if you took a picture of me next to Andrew Yang, you're like, if you put it, man who kidnapped Andrew Yang, I would believe it, because it's okay. Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, Piper did fall asleep during that stream under the desk. He got so wasted.
Yes. Nobody was hanging out in the basement being like, pipes, psst, psst, psst. It's okay. These things happen. Where were we?
I did want to, some person says that Piper and I should meet. We live together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that's how I know some stuff about her. But also, no one's photoshopped that clip with her mouth open. Oh my goodness. But also, what VTubers influenced me?
Oh.
I got interested, because of, Silvervale, actually.
Oh, isn't that something that grows in like Elwyn Forest?
Well, that's her name. She is a Sakura goddess wolf thingy.
Oh, okay.
And actually, I thought she was a fox the whole time, or for a really long time.
Wow.
And then I found out that she was supposed to be a wolf. Well, because there was lots of fox-like features. Like, generally, if the ears are so big and the tail is so big and floofy, that eventually it goes into fox territory, and it makes sense to get mistaken for fox.
So you misspecies your favorite VTuber.
Yes.
Okay.
Only for a little bit, though.
Okay.
Because
You
then I
learned.
did some research, and because I was interested in the VTubing thing. I was already a character at that point. I just wasn't a VTube character. Yeah. And then I found out some people I knew were also VTubing, and that's the wrong button.
The Fizz is still sad.
And I learned a lot of stuff from them, too.
Okay. To help make Fizz feel better, it's okay. Talk about shots again. If you took this photo and be like, that man on the right has kidnapped and/or potentially done terrible things to Andrew Yang, I would believe it.
You look so angry right there. Why?
Because I have the crazy eyes. And the person that was holding the camera and everything, it's he just, I asked him about the blockchain. He gave a quick response. He's like, just standard canned response. It could be useful for future technologies and everything. And that was the thing. I asked the question, and I looked. Hold on, I think it might even be worse when I look at him.
Wait there? All right, just real quick question. What are your thoughts on the blockchain, Mr. Yang? I'm a fan of the blockchain. The underlying...
Look! I have such crazy eyes. This is why the sunglasses are here.
You go from looking angry in this still to once we got to get the eye shift, now it looks like you're rolling your eyes like you're like, yeah, whatever.
I do the Stone Cold Steve Austin thing. He'll like turn his head looking around, that whole DTA thing. For me, like even when I was in Vegas for WrestleMania, like I would look around, people like, oh, I saw you looking over here. No, it's just the thing I do, just scanning the surroundings and just taking it in. Because if the threat is going to come, at least if you're aware of it, you can be prepared more. I mean, it really wasn't that dangerous. I was in front of a big hotel. My brother did get stuck in the elevator for like an hour or so. Because we were staying in the big pyramid, the Luxor thingy, and it has diagonal elevators because they built the place in, I think, the 80s, and it's not like we did a lot of crazy things in the 80s.
Yeah, make it look all key.
I mean, the place looks wicked cool. It's the engineering. When you go inside, you're like, wait a second. So all the rooms have a balcony that's, okay, it's probably about 4.5 feet high, and then it just continues to go up as a pyramid, and there's more and more things out there. So I'm like, at least on my flight over, there was a guy that was 7'3" on the flight. They had to change seats so he could fit there, and I'm like, dude, if I was that tall and I was hammered and I was walking back to my room, I think I would totally die. I would it was at least high enough that if I started to fall over, I could grab myself, but I'm like, yeah, if I was another foot taller, I'm like, yeah, it just seemed really dangerous. I'm like,
yeah, your center of balance is gonna be
And the thing is, each floor you're higher and higher up, and you can see all the center stuff there. It's really cool, but I'm like, so what you're saying is you have rooms full of thousands of people coming to Vegas, often getting drunk and on something, and I'm actually one of those people. I'm like, I actually don't even want to look up any of the past incidents at the hotel, just because it'll probably. It was cool, but I'm like, to be fair, a Holiday Inn Express was usually nicer.
I freaking am morbidly curious. I would immediately be looking that up.
No. See, like that with flights and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, is it a major flight company? Because I mean, not that that's going to matter if something terrible happens to me personally. But it's like, all right, at least they probably do a decent amount of maintenance. I'm not going to look through all the air traffic things, because then I will probably be terrified of planes and never want to get on one again.
So Piper is already terrified of planes. So, to help her with that, I showed her a bunch of videos about all the plane accidents that have ever happened and why. So now we both have a working knowledge of all major plane accidents and exactly why they happened. Also, same with amusement park rides and some trains, a few boats. So, all modes of transportation are pretty terrifying.
So, yes, Rick's spoken name is the Mark. So what you're saying is
crazy eyes work for you, what you do, right? When you're playing poker? I don't want to tell everybody my secret. But I kind of do. Okay? What you do is you make your eyes work for you and you give false signals. So you look excited when you're the exact opposite, like you got something good, and you look disappointed when you've got something good.
I think they call that reverse psychology.
Yeah, you do it kind of subtly, but yeah, you make your if you're really bad at keeping poker face, then just overdo the opposite.
See, I mean, maybe, but it's when you're giving a look, and the people think that you may potentially try to murder them at any second. It's not always a good thing.
Well, maybe, yeah, don't overdo it that hard. For sure.
Maybe we could do a red screen. I don't know about the red screen filter, but yes, the Mark is interested.
Freaking, I think at least one of Piper's crazy eye problems is like the second she is intentionally trying to make a face or intentionally trying to pose. So if you say you're taking a picture, or she's, trying to, like, make funny faces doing a really bad song, then the crazy eyes immediately come out. Also, if she can't see very well, then full-on crazy eye.
Yeah, we took a picture with Wise in some jungle setting, and Piper's just, like, looking off to the side like, It's like, oh, okay, yeah, don't mind the stampede. Don't mind all the animals and everything like that. It's like, oh, what the heck? All right.
It's like, did I step in something?
Pretty much. All right. So, aside from rescuing the moon goddess, aside from the occasional side quests with snacks and key and all that other jazz, what is your current quest?
My current quest today is, dinner.
Oh, is that a game?
Finding something for dinner.
Dinner. I thought you said inner. I'm like, I haven't heard of that game.
And then my quest will be, the game I'm playing later on Twitch. Look outside or go outside. I think it's look outside or don't look outside. One of them. Gonna try that out today, on Twitch.
Wait, the game is called Don't Look Outside?
It's either Don't Look Outside or Look Outside or Go Outside. I gotta make sure I even downloaded it.
I was gonna say, I'm like, wait a second. Depending on the game you're playing, I'm like, what would the irony be if the game you're playing inside is called Go Outside?
Yeah, well, someone described it as Touch Grass Simulator, but somebody else said it's spooky.
I don't know. Like, is Ron onto something? Is it one of those things when you need to test it? Is it like one of those Switch mobile games where it's like you go outside and be like, you have to hide in the shade, be like, cause I'm the real Shady and just the real Shady, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, I ruined that.
All the other Slim Shadys are just imitating, so won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up.
That was, oh God. Future generations have to be so annoyed at us, because, I mean, that was a very annoying thing, but a lot of people are saying it, and seeing as it appeared to annoy the right people, we continue to do it. Oh God, I think that explains a lot of modern society. Well, look at all these terrible people doing things. Okay, question. Precisely how many of these terrible people exist? Number one. Okay. Now, is it better explained by these are terrible people, or these are people to get entertained because they do things, it bothers you, you lose your mind, and just rule 4 of the internet, don't feed the trolls. You're feeding all the trolls. What happens if you feed all the mogwai in the world after midnight? What the heck do you think is going to happen? You feed the mogwai after midnight, you turn on all the sprinkler systems, bada boom, bada bing, we're where we are.
All of it.
I claim. Do I have statistical evidence to back this up? If you cut data enough the right way, probably. I can't say that, but I'm like, if we had perfect knowledge about all the stuff, that's why a lot of stuff doesn't bother me as much, because I see people losing their minds, and I'm like, I think a lot of it is because, number one, nobody would ever take anybody out of context on the internet, okay? Number two, well, it's not like it's historically been like, oh, if it bleeds, it leads. It's not like we have the incentive to put the most salacious, horrible things on the headlines, because at that point, repetition renders the ridiculous reasonable.
Oh,
I learned that
it's
from a
called
math
Look
thing.
Outside, and it's apparently spooky. It is not a
Oh.
touch grass simulator at all.
Oh, okay. Sounds like Cloverfield Lane.
Dang it. I should save this for a spookier season. I think I will.
Some person is commenting that they think it's always going to be a group from every generation that makes fun of the weirdos. For example, us. I mean, that's fair. I mean, that does seem to be a constant. So, I mean, if you account for that, I mean, a lot of it makes sense. I think a lot of times what happens on the internet personally, from my personal experiences, something can happen, something kind of like becomes a big deal, and then it's the engagement. Because if people start making a big deal about something, okay, maybe but if people are making a big deal about something, it's not the biggest deal, chances are a lot of those same people will be complaining about something else later. Unless you give them more to feed on. And if you start saying, no, you all are wrong for these reasons, well, we all know the best way to get somebody to stop doing something is to tell them not to do it on the internet.
Works every time.
I know. What was it? Was it Shia LaBeouf? Was he the guy? Was he the guy that's like, you ain't gonna find this flag anywhere? And then the internet kind of ruined him.
Was like, challenge accepted.
It's like, all right, hold my beer. It's like, it's the sheer ingenuity. It's like, some flight patterns, some this, some dude's going to be within like 200 yards of the road beeping and stuff. We were able to detect that and then triangulate that. Okay, you're here. All I remember is that was a thing, and then after that, at least from what I saw, it looked like Shia LaBeouf, like, I don't know. I feel like something may have broke him. I don't know a dang thing about his story.
I think that broke him. I think that broke him.
See, that's the beauty of the internet. It's like, for better or worse, you never know who's watching. So, I mean, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's not. I can't say. I ain't the boss of anybody. I'm just a dude here streaming on the internet talking about some stuff and things with my co-host Wolf Girl. Why? Because we can. So, we've had some other quests here. Well, we got Dan popping in. Welcome, Dan. What is your quest? We've had some other quests here. Oh, we got Kristen. Welcome, Kristen. Good to see you, K-Show. So what was everyone's quest? Feel free to comment down below within the chats and everything, because if there's one thing I've learned in life, it's that every time I end up harshly misjudging somebody, I'm almost always wrong, and it blows up in my face. So that's one of those things where, well, some of like those old things about be wary of judgment and stuff. Personally, I have done that, and it's like, wow, I have no idea this person's story. It's like, I assumed a lot of things. And Fizz, you know what they say about assuming. Right.
Can we say it on here?
Oh, yeah.
Do you like turtles?
Yes.
Yeah, assuming it makes the ass out of you and me.
Oh, okay. I mean, that sounds like the human centipede, I think, but sure. We've done one of those before. Oh, you had a Piper Pete. Excuse me. We need to have the right.
Hot
James.
I mean, it's.
Oh my goodness. Too much has come from this one show that I feel like would be hilarious referenced later, especially out of context.
It never happens. Never happens,
Never.
folks. Never, ever. Yes. Do you say something like that on the internet? Because whether you want to or not, somebody might make it so. It might come from Tumblr, it might come from DeviantArt, but somebody might make it so. That's and the thing that gets me. A lot of folks know kind of like what's going. Like even Professor Sean Carroll, he's like a physicist / philosopher he's from Caltech now. He's at I think Johns Hopkins, but even he's like it's like, oh yes, the internet connects many people from many different communities with many different backgrounds, and they're learning to deal with each other. It's like, yeah, that seems like a very accurate account rather than being like, all these people are evil. I mean, we've historically done that, and that's never gone awry, but...
Oh, yeah, that's never gone wrong.
Yes, Nathan. I can neither confirm nor deny...
It's turtles all the way down.
Turtles.
I mean, the original story for that was actually pretty fantastic. It's like, how does that even become a saying? And there was some like physics guy at like the World Fair or something like that, and he's explaining something, and then there's this nice older woman and something. She comes up to him and she asks him a question. He says, blah blah. It's like, no. See, the world exists on the back of a giant turtle, and he's like, well, that seems kind of weird. Well, what is that turtle standing on? Another turtle. And then, well, what's that turtle standing on? And she's like, no, dear, you don't seem to understand. It's turtles all the way down. And that's where the turtles all the way down meme came from, because allegedly some woman approached a physicist after the thing, explained to him how it's actually turtles all the way down. Now, whether that's correct or not, people have different opinions. Now, conceptually, what that's saying is, well, if you boil it down, it's just going to be turtles all the way down. Now, whether you say turtle, electron, a photon of light, whatever that might be, or something like that, it's the whole issue of the infinite recursion. Because basically what happens if you keep on looping down and then you loop back up and you loop back down and you loop back up. It's kind of like in Men in Black, where it's like, all right, at the end, we found the galaxy. Oh, it's just this shiny little marble thing. And then we zoom out from our Earth to our galaxy, going out, and then all of a sudden, oh, some big giant alien just playing marbles. Maybe that's the case. Maybe it's actually giant turtles. I can't say either way. But in reference to us, it's like, who cares? Does the sun really care what we're doing right now? Probably not so much.
Yeah, no, I can tell you for a fact he does not.
Wow. It's kind of
He only cares if other celestials or demons are freaking messing with the mortal realm. Otherwise, he does not care about the mortal realm itself.
Discworld. No, it depends. Discworld is Terry Pratchett. Okay. When was this from? 1983. Okay, I believe he probably incorporated that, because I don't doubt it's in Discworld at all. That sounds like a great place for it to be, especially if it's a Terry Pratchett work. But I believe the saying came from like the 50s or something, so I did believe that where it was originally. At least that's what I learned from Wolfram in one of the History of Science Q&As or something like a few years back. I believe that's where I got those clips from. That's hey, nerdy. The opposite of a Foxton is a Realton. What?
Makes sense to me.
Wait.
Photon.
Oh, a
A photon. Yeah,
photon is a real. Wow. Oh, that one went over my head. That was really good. Okay, yes, because we need, because the turtle shell, it's kind of like a globe, which is kind of like a weird kind of dome-like thing. It'll be really hard for the turtle to balance, so you're gonna need those 4 elephants, kind of like your table, to stabilize things. How many of these turtle things do I have? Okay, I'm close to out, but where was it?
I should learn all these memes.
That's what we got. So I can't say whether we're on the back of a giant turtle with a whole bunch of elephants and everything. It looks like the Earth kind of looks like a ball, kind of looks like a ballish type thing with some divots and everything like that. And
It looks pretty circular if you stand back far enough. Yeah.
yeah, no, and again, that's kind of why they took away Pluto and stuff, because one of the definitions for a planet technically is you can be sphere-like, sphere-ish. You got enough gravity that you're gonna look spherish, and if you look at Pluto, it's not quite. It looks like just a big asteroid, but it's still like the size of Australia. So Australia's pretty freaking big, but I don't know. Mars might argue with that. So I haven't kept up with the celestial drama, but
Oh man.
is there a lot? Is it similar? Is it better or worse?
Oh, there is definitely drama. And what's kind of scary is if their drama got too out of control, it could accidentally like unexist the mortal realm as collateral damage. So it's high stakes drama, man, in the celestial realm. Same with the spirit realm and stuff. You are muted.
Well, I would expect that of the spirit realm, because I did watch some Yu Yu Hakusho. The celestial realm did not surprise me. Or maybe that does a little bit more, but I don't know.
So there is a celestial that is supposed to be Pluto. He actually was. He or she. No idea actually. One of the original celestials. Just a freaking appeared. Almost instantly. So I think that's why Pluto as the planet just unfinished.
What? Oh. Wait. So someone just up and left?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I mean, that might explain a lot.
Been missing. No one has any idea. No one in the celestial realm has any idea of what in the world.
Have you asked Mickey Mouse where Pluto is?
Mickey Mouse ain't real. I like that. Pluto is the Pluto's the one that doesn't talk.
No, well, he occasionally has like a devil and an angel and stuff like that, and they'll talk.
True.
The devil has a New York accent, because of course it does.
Of course.
It's Pluto's the nihilist planet. Yeah, and to be fair, it's like, I remember even growing up, it's like, yeah, we got like these 9 planets, and Pluto's usually the furthest away, but it takes its long way out there. Occasionally Neptune is the furthest away, and you're like, okay, I mean, it is kind of acting like an asteroid or a comet or something there. It does have a couple of moons, but apparently there are moons and asteroids that have their own moons and stuff. And on NASA's DART mission, we freaking...
This moon's got a moon, and its moon's got a moon too.
The DART mission? Down. The DART mission, Fizz? We literally punched an asteroid's moon. The thing was literally like, and it had a countdown. And if you go to the timer now, it has no signal because they literally crashed the thing into the rock to see the moon to see what would happen, and a big cloud of dust and everything. And they changed its orbital trajectory because we literally took some probe and we rammed it right into this moon.
I love science sometimes. Let's just see what happens. Let's just do this because we can. And let's see what happens. It's gonna be sweet. Check it out. Like, I love that. That's the kind of science I'm talking about. Humans need to do that.
NJT, unplaneted Pluto. I mean, it was a definition, and it's like, if you're gonna have a definition, to be fair, it's like I'm just not gonna attack anybody that says Pluto is a planet. It's like, hey, if I grew up saying my very educated mother just showed us 9 planets, and that happens to help somebody remember mnemonically. What do I care if it's not planetesimally correct? I mean, you can go wrong and correct everybody at every single misspeak. You can do that. Personally, I found a lot of people didn't want to hang out with me when I did that, but... Oh, wait, it was supposed to be an annual probe. We have more of these planned?
Telling the computer, we can't stop me, science cops. Yeah, so, yes, Pluto was meant to be a planet. But Pluto, the Celestial, freaking just effed off. And so Pluto is just kind of there in its current form that it was left in. Okay. There is no one in charge of its orbit. The other Celestials are like, it's not destroying anything. Whatevs.
What's the worst that could possibly happen with a planetoid roaming around unchecked? I think that's how we got our current Earth. Because we had something called Thea allegedly smash into us at one point, and then cause all this different stuff, and getting our excessively large moon in comparison to ourselves, and yeah. Oh, that's what brought us this.
Yeah.
Complete destruction.
Freaking, if Pluto was around, I don't know, that Celestial's actual name. It was way before my time. But if they were around to hear that, I wonder if they would take offense or not.
Okay, I love it. Okay, some person's commented they made a compromise, called it a dwarf planet, and then, oh god, I think I forgot about this, but apparently Pluto is the god of death. Gotta keep an eye on that. Okay. I just love the contrast. It's like, all right, Pluto, the god of death. How can we put a happy face on it? Oh, let's make it the adorable dog companion of Mickey Mouse. Obviously, it's the exact opposite. Pluto is happy and rambunctious and a silly puppy that also is representing the god of death. I mean, okay, wait, so Fizz, right now what you're telling me is there's at least one big moon and Pluto have nobody in charge.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
The moon, it's finished, it's wrapped up, it's well done. It's doing its own thing. It's in its set orbit, so it's doing what it's supposed to until something makes it not do that. Pluto, on the other hand, is kind of just out there. It's unfinished and it's just doing whatever the heck it wants. That's the difference.
Okay. So what does Pluto want to do?
Well, no idea. It's apparently a dwarf planet right now, just out there, just
so
floating around and stuff.
I'm not an astronomer nor psychologist, but does that mean Pluto is out looking to start a fight with somebody?
I feel like if Pluto, are we talking about the rock or the celestial?
I didn't specify. Yes, it means more tariffs.
Pluto, the rock, shouldn't be very sentient. So I'm not sure what it's out there doing. But if it's
Oh, Fizz, you have not watched the Rick and Morty episode. The Plutons are not happy about the characterization as a dwarf planet.
Nope. I do not think I have seen that one.
Okay. I just remember watching it, and people were not happy. It's not like it characterizes somebody saying, like a politician rising up saying, we are a real planet, and you just say the thing that everyone wants to hear and you're going to get elected. It's not like that would ever have drastic consequences or anything, but yes. All right. Where the heck are we? All right, so as we're winding down, we've learned many different quests, including the potential quests of some celestial / planets that, depending on one's take, and again, I'm not saying that this is the case or anything, but hypothetically, if we're going to entertain the idea that at every single moment, somewhere there exists everything possible happening all at once, that means that Fizz's story about the Celestials in some realm is actually what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Is it this one? I don't know. We're gonna have to find out.
You don't get to find out until you're done with your mortal meat suits, unfortunately. And what extra sucks is then you immediately forget that information as soon as you obtain a new mortal meat suit.
The thing is, I can't really disagree with that. Because if I'm going to take things to an absolute limit and assume some of the sciencey stuff and things that have been coming out of my mouth, if I take it full on, that's a hard statement to argue with. Because that looks like it might be the case.
Yep. Sorry, humans, you actually do learn everything you're looking for, but only briefly.
Oh my god.
And then you don't take the memories with you, so... because you lose your storage space.
I think I played this video game. Every time you left the tower, you had to go back down to your original level, but you got to keep your gear, so you could go through.
Oh, it's a roguelike, yeah!
Yeah. I mean, that was annoying, but according to at least my current understanding calculations, we can't bring our stuff with us.
Yeah.
We can only hope we become more refined and do more within the time that we have. That's my general.
Yeah, you do. If you catch on and you play your cards right, you do keep things imprinted in your energy.
Engrams. I played Ark Survival Evolved.
Yeah, similar. You know how some humans are born and they're just like genius from the get-go? That's probably a really old soul.
I mean, that could make sense. Wait, is Pluto a soup? Oh.
It'd be really cold.
That's no moon. There is no spoon. Oh, God. Next you're going to tell me the cake is a lie.
I have a bad feeling about this. Love it.
It's okay. That's okay. Yes. So, we've gone through the quest. Fizz, what is your favorite color?
Purple.
I can see that. Okay. We're gonna need a bigger spaceship. Yeah, that either that or some parody of that I could see being in maybe one of the upcoming Godzilla movies, because they're totally not teasing Space Godzilla or other things. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's a good time. It's a good time to be a monster fan. The only thing that I'm really waiting for is right now that whole Monsterverse thingy that they're trying to make successful. Okay, you have a thing that fans have named, and now you're even going with the Monsterverse that is brought to us by Legendary Studios. The same legendary studios, as far as I know, that brought us the Pacific Rim franchise. I'm just saying that it's not like anybody would want to make a crap ton of money by having a crossover between the Monsterverse and Pacific Rim.
Yeah, epic.
I mean, it's not like they set it up perfectly with the whole, well, how do we get to the realm of the precursors? Oh, you need kaiju DNA. How do you get to the Hollow Earth? Oh, you need kaiju DNA. I'm like, literally, you set it up perfectly that you could do the crossover and oh, God. I supported the dang Kickstarter for the Pacific Rim comic just because I'm like, they had rumored that they were talking about doing it, so I'm like, oh, screw this. I'll support this. I love Pacific Rim. That was fun. I'm like, I want to see that versus the Monsterverse, and if it's literally held, or at least, and again, copyright, DSPS, yada, yada, but I'm like, the same place that brings us the Monsterverse and has brought us Pacific Rim. You literally have the most obvious move in the world if you would like to make millions of dollars. That's just me.
Nice.
I mean, okay, that's... Oh. Fizz, what do you got going on?
Oh, well, I'm gonna try to find something to eat, and then I'm gonna play a game that's not the game that I said I was gonna play today. But I haven't decided what game that is yet. Surprise! For me too.
Oh, surprises. Yes, we got surprises from Fizz on the Twitch realm. Link is in the doobly-doo. The link is down there. Along with, if you're interested in any of Fizz's roommate, Piper. Yeah, she does the F-It show, occasionally some magic and some comics and stuff and things like that. So we got those there and everything. All right. I'm trying to think. We've got Purple. Name is Fizz. And you're supposed to be finding the moon goddess, but getting distracted by tasty snacks.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's a story as old as time, and depending on how many iterations and changing of nouns and adjectives and a few verbs there, yeah, I think that applies to most everybody.
True. Tale as old as time, for real. That's life.
I think, well, that's life in the age of the internet, which I feel like people are like, oh my God, look how much society has changed. Listen, I am a very old person. I remember when the show Jackass came out, and I'm like, wait a second, they're just going around with a camcorder recording themselves doing stupid things? We did that before there was a TV show. We just didn't go around and record ourselves.
Right?
We just did it because it was funny. It's like, hey, hop in this shopping cart. Why? Pretend you're dead. I'll go around and see if anybody wants to buy a corpse. And as long as you did it in a lighthearted manner and there wasn't so much over corporate BS, some people will get kind of mad and they want you to leave, you leave. But eventually you'll even have a store manager kind of joking around with you and everything. If you get people to laugh, then that's what it is. And then we added cameras and we got lots of views, and then we realized we could make a lot of money by having people get hit in the crotch with things. I think that, wait. Now I'm trying to think, was Idiocracy before or after Jackass?
After.
Is that how we got
After
Out
the
My
show.
Balls?
I think after the show, at least. But remember, what really set the precedent was America's Funniest Home Videos.
Fair. There was a lot of interesting things there. Okay, yes, okay. Point to 10 points to Team Fizzendorf. But see, I was going to say, me personally, I agree with you on that for setting up that clip culture. Now, as far as the current asshole culture, we'll say, I'm going to say that came to us when Jersey Shore was renewed for more than one season. Personal opinion there, because, listen, I spent a lot of time watching crazy shows growing up, and, like, Fox even makes fun of this. It's like, new shows on Fox. Shows canceled on Fox. And that's the thing. It's like the things keep getting canceled because they go cycle through things. So you'd see crazy things come and go. But then all of a sudden it's like Jersey Shore renewed for another season. I'm like, wasn't that a show with just a whole bunch of people like getting hammered, drunk, and like being a bunch of dicks to people? I'm like, oh yeah. Those shows usually go away. When it got re-signed, I'm like, felt like Goofy. I'm like, something's wrong here.
I think that was the point where all of like Hollywood realized, oh man, people like trash.
Yeah, it's Rule 14 of the internet. Everyone loves a good dumpster fire, as long as it's not your dumpster. Some person is conjecturing, Fizz, were you bitten by a VTuber and so became a weirtuber?
I like that. We'll go with that.
It sounds like good enough deep lore.
Yeah.
Yes, just like Iron Man. I don't know. That was a good origin story. All right. That's about all I got. Fizz, anything else to share with the folks?
No, because I'm really hungry.
Okay. All right. Well, Fizz is going to get some food. And with all that said, no wolf goals were heard in the making of this broadcast, to my knowledge.
I'm broken. You broke me. Oh, no. Oh dear. You guys? You guys! I just want to hug some gold!